We love stocks, Sarah. Thank you for having me. Look, we just had a big earnings week with tech. The companies all did very, very well. Look at Alphabet. It grew its top line 40%, Facebook 35%, Microsoft, Texas Instruments, each 22% with strong free cash flow profitability. Valuation's not really bad. So we still like the tech sector. There are other sectors that are interesting, energy. Look at something like the rails, Norfolk Southern. I'm very comfortable with the market here.
Sylvia, we've mentioned there some of the big tech names that were declining today, Apple and Amazon. Are those attractive to buy these pullbacks, or you're more attracted to Starbucks, as you said earlier?
I'm actually most attracted to the tech stocks. I think that, tech is well positioned. These companies are changing and morphing to keep up with the disruption of the future. They're getting into things like big data and quantum computing. But the names you mentioned specifically are on sale. They did have a bit of a pullback because of the earnings announcements, but the reason why was super specific. It was the supply chain disruption issue. So if you look at the year-over-year revenue growth, these companies are still extremely, have extremely strong balance sheets. And I think that in the next couple of months, we'll start to see a recovery there as some of these issues dissipate. And with Apple, they have that new M1 processor laptop coming on. It's the holiday season. I just think that these companies are very much on sale. And 9 times out of 10, the last 9 dips on these stocks proved to work out for investors who got in.
Kate, what are your expectations around more spending bills out of Washington? The big one, the framework that President Biden announced yesterday, an infrastructure plan, which could create some real winners and losers in the market. Multinationals, for instance, could be faced with higher tax rates as a result of the global minimum tax and that 15% minimum tax. And climate spending could really help some of the EV names. So are you investing around these themes?
We are not. And honestly, I don't think the market believes that we're going to get anything out of Washington, sadly. I think Biden started off with some very big plans. Then it gets watered down. There's a lot of dysfunction in Washington. So we're not really looking there. I think certainly EV, there seems to be some agreement around climate and some of those types of issues. But we're not too positive on Washington.